Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. So what you gonna do?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills.
For Houston.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right
at their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First down, Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete.
Allen's pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of
36 yards on the play.
First down, Bills.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Allen. And that'll be incomplete.
Allen
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Allen. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
30-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3.
Yards to go.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down, Buffalo.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He finds Yeldon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Allen. This is Yeldon on the dump off.
Allen's pass.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Cole Beasley.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Now Allen again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Allen now on first down. Allen hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
That one was intended for John Brown, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Another 3 and out.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Finding some. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Tighten up. Watch the safety creep. Hey, you gotta snap it.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And for David Johnson, he was pretty good in his debut, although it was a week 1 loss. But 109 yards from scrimmage, including a 19-yard touchdown run. So a good start to the season for David Johnson in a new uniform.
From the 50, it's Watson. He gets it to Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 50 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, this one caught by Beasley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Bills.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of
12 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Allen steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to go down again. Whitney Merciless able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Check 31.
They'll try and throw for it here. And Diggs has it. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney in there to bury him for a loss of 11. To try again after the sack. Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
T.J. Yeldon. It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
Throwing is Allen on third. Being chased out left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great...
That's caught at the 25. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 75 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up 40.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On play action, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, Bills.
first down, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
All right, CD, I want to fit in your preseason predictions here. This is now our 5th year together in the booth. Hard to believe time flies, but it's an annual tradition that you tell us how you think things are going to shape up in each conference. Let's start with your thoughts on the AFC.
All right, let's start in the East. I like the Bills. In the South, I like Indianapolis despite their loss on opening day. In the North, I like Baltimore, and out West, of course, I like Kansas City. For wild cards, I like the Chargers coming out of the West. I think that in the East, New England is going to get the nod. And then out of the North, I'm taking Pittsburgh. Remember, we got that extra team in the playoffs this year. And then when the playoffs break down, I do think it's going to come down to Baltimore and Kansas City in the AFC. And Baltimore, by a nose, goes to the Super Bowl.
And just to be different from you, I like your conference championship matchup. I'll take Mahomes and the Chiefs heading back to the Super Bowl yet again.
On first down, Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down.
Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Allen off the play fake. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 4th down.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
All right, this gives us a chance, Charles, to go back to your playoff predictions. We covered the AFC. What do you see happening in the NFC?
All right, let's go with the division winners. Dallas in the East, Green Bay in the North. Let's see, New Orleans in the South, and out West, San Francisco. Wild cards, I think 2 are come from out West. Arizona and Seattle. And the 3rd wild card, I think it's going to come from the South, and Tampa Bay gets in. Now, I don't believe Tampa Bay's going to the Super Bowl. I think New Orleans and Seattle will slug it out for the Super Bowl champs. And I'm going with New Orleans to find their way in.
Okay, so you got the veteran Breeze against Lamar Jackson in the Super Bowl. And who ultimately do you have winning that one, CD?
Oh, yeah, the old head and the kid, right? I'm going with the kid in this one. In a Super Bowl classic, Baltimore wins the championship.
All right, just so I go on record, I mentioned I'll take the Chiefs, and I'm going to take them over the Packers. So I think we'll have another young and old QB mix. Packers, a little bit of a surprise getting in there, and I'll take Mahomes with a repeat title.
I love it, a rematch of Super Bowl I, which was called the NFL-AFL championship game. Actually, the World Championship game when they put
Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
With a 2-point conversion.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Under 10, alert.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn Kane, you done kill Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibi stash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right on that time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Giants.
Kickoff for Houston.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
6-yard line.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
A gain of 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9.
at the 39-yard line.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Check 52's the money. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, 67 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Maybe Fairbairn to kick off for
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
36-yard
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
The tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Now Jones off the bootleg. Out to his left. And that's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
A gain of 7.
They'll run for it with Barkley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
1st and 10.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Now a first carry for Dion Lewis. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The 47-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Throwing Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
J.J. Watt on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard.
Off the bootleg, Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. It's Daniel Jones finding Evan Ingram. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's Deshaun Watson with a touchdown pass to Brandon Cooks. And the Texans have taken the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Texans 14, Giants 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Giants' first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brennan Scarlett brought him down.
Here's Jones. Off the bootleg. On the move to his left. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Jones now. Off play action. He'll buy some time right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Jones off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Steps away. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this Texans defense stands tall.
I want to change course here for a second, CD, and talk about Week 1 Breeze versus Brady. Obviously, such a spotlight matchup. Remember, these two met way back in the Big Ten.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
14-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. Jabril Peppers on the cover.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Again, it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's second down.
All right, while we have a second here, Charles, let's look ahead to week 2 on the NFL slate. Some great games coming up. Just looking early here Sunday, you got Carolina, Tampa Bay. Wondering if Tampa can get the win there. Detroit and Green Bay both 1-0. That's intriguing, an in-division game. And then, Washington and Arizona, you probably wouldn't highlight that one normally, but one of those teams, is going to be 2-0.
Yeah, that's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch. And how about the Sunday nighter? New England at Seattle. Cam Newton now leading the Patriots, and Russell Wilson was so sharp in the opener at Atlanta. And then, of course, on Monday night, the opening of the Raiders' new stadium with the Saints coming to town. I'm really excited about that one.
And you said it well with the Raiders. If there was ever a stadium that looked like a Raiders stadium, it's that one.
It certainly does, doesn't it? And, I don't want to steal anything from anyone else or any movies or whatever, but the theme music, you got to know, is going to be dark and powerful, just like the Raiders want it to be.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The ball carrier.
The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
2nd and 8.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will extend their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Good. Makes the score Texans 21, Giants 13. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
And 5 yards.
The handoff to Barkley. And This effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Now 4th down.
Rolling to his left. And it is incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says go for it. You will actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got room. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley, 78 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Back now in Houston, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
At the 15-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 61 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. And not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the gun, Jones. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Barkley. A gain of 7. First down, New York.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rocking black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
She right got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk. Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb, came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes, faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. If you don't do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up there and air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts, I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah.
feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my...
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Houston Texans.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
McKinney on the
well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And less than a yard.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski, 31 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Texans nothing.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
The Texan ball carrier.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this throw caught left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Working with a 2nd and 4. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Buccaneers 7, Texans nothing.
From just shy of midfield, Watson, he's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 49 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be
taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
We play to win. Let's go. Wait, that 380.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Hey, 66. 41 Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You regular.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
Yard line.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. All right, here we go.
Brady going to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game. I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal.
A 23-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
CD, let's take a moment here and get your thoughts just on week 1 in general. Certainly no shortage of storylines, but I'm curious, after 1 week, which teams really caught your eye?
Well, teams with continuity certainly did. Kansas City, the defending champions, they were sharp in their season opener, as was Baltimore, who, of course, has title aspirations, getting upset in the playoffs last year. How about a couple of big surprises? What about Washington, coming back from a big deficit against Philadelphia at home, getting a win for head coach Ron Rivera? What a big game for them. And, of course, Jacksonville. Everyone's talking about how this team has just been dismantled. They'll be lucky to win 2 games. They won a big one against Indianapolis. And, of course...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. We'll see what happens.
And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
I'm coming after you. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Regular. Check. Crouch.
From the gun, Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Going up top for Miller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
41's coming. 41's the mic. That's right, man. They don't want it. Rush in. Switch. Hey, for real.
Brady to throw again. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, as the first half is winding down, and the Bucs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Vita Vea on the stop. A gain of 7 yards.
Again, it's Johnson.
3rd down.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Houston.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Let's step into a different topic here for a second, Charles. You think about all the action that happened on Sunday, week 1 in the NFL, that Saturday was an important day for a number of players around the league as well. In fact, we might even have a new holiday, call it Extension Day. A number of contracts.
Can we make it into a movie? Can we do that? Can we make it into a movie?
Yeah. Fine by me. A number of contracts that were crucial were extended, and really it started with Dalvin Cook, 5 years at $63 million. That was a big one for the Vikings.
Yeah, it was, and it's huge for Dalvin Cook because there was a...
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady. It's caught. It's Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
He's checking.
A give to McCoy. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown now.
I'm trying to get there, man. I got to work out a couple of things. Why just be good?
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Who?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no?
I can't right now. Hold up. Just a minute.
I think
yep, I see.
I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 40.
I see you, girl.
This offense in desperate need of conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. There goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, 57 yards. And the Texans have cut it.
Let me find out after you doing.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Buccaneers 21, Texans 14.
So after the touchdown,
man, I messed up on the kick.
Now to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to
I'm trying to come back.
Past the 30.
I just be picking defensive plays, man, and not work it out from there.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
From the gun, Brady. That is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Brady. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
Nah, don't punt the ball. You go for it, Mr. Bad Butt. Don't punt the ball. Go for it.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Back now in Tampa.
If that was me in that position, I'm going to go for it.
Home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
14.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Nah,
they'll go for it. It's Brady.
He dropped it. He dropped the ball. He dropped the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, that way. Oh.
This is Johnson.
I ain't trying to do that anymore. He got a touchdown. He had to drop the ball. Oh, good googly woogly. Pick up on the white. Pick up on white. Now I'm showing what them takes is about.
He was brought down by Levante David. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3.
Who you holding? Who you holding? Can't hold both of them. Oh, man, I threw it to the wrong guy.
Another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield.
Oh, man, I just gave the game up.
And now off to the races down the right
I tried to fake throw.
side.
That man threw the ball for real.
That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense,
I know, man. Tell me about it. But look who in the backfield. 35.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
He ain't seen this the whole game, though. I ain't been playing this.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance.
Man, he had it.
A good chunk of time on the clock.
And it's incomplete.
I
He doesn't
forget it.
drop many like that.
I'll do it the other way.
as this old brain remembers,
You gotta watch when you playing this. Just say if I'm throwing the triangle.
coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
It's gonna watch. It's gonna get blurry. Blurry.
2nd and 10, Watson. He's letting this one. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of
It'll
the
show up.
timeouts.
The colors show up. Then it'll go off. Then it'll show back up. Like I'm throwing the cooks. Watch. It's gonna get blurry. Then it's gonna get back blurry. That let him know he's over. See, it's blurry. Then it's back blurry.
Throw, Watson.
Brr.
He gets it to Cooks. And he'll take this one.
I hope he didn't think it was just gonna be that easy. I just gotta stop him and get the ball back. If I can make this field goal, stop him and get the ball back.
And the Texans draw a bit closer. And there they go.
Stop him and get the ball back. Tie the game up. We go into overtime if I can do it.
To his quarterback as he broke the huddle.
Come on.
Play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right?
I tried to kick it like.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in.
Appreciate that, Eric. My boy.
Taken in at the 3.
I just gotta stop him. He can't really do nothing though. He can't really run on him. I just be having a hard time trying to find that right defense I'm looking for.
The Bucs offense set to
He trying to run the time down. I ain't worried about all that. Run that time
Down to
down.
1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this
Oh, yeah, he
drive
wants-
as they start out here
Look at
first
that.
and 10.
He done got scared. He going back.
Operating from the gun. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago,
timeout.
First down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get it up.
That's all I needed right there. He didn't got that. Now I got to stop him.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
I don't care about the timeouts. I don't even like it anyway.
On the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now Brady on the bootleg.
Oh, he wide open. Oh!
And he'll get that to Fournette complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down.
Yeah, I gave the game up. Hey, I did good. I won a lot of them. I won a lot today.
Here's another 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this.
What in the world do I have? Who do I?
5-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And not much.
Yeah, he got me. That was good.
Down to the 32.
He got me.
Credited him with a 1-yard gain there to make it
win some, you
2nd and
lose
9.
some. I lose one, I go back and win 3 more. Right behind me. So, you know, my average odds.
Still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Back to throw, Brady. His throw.
Nah, that Miller crap ain't gonna work. You better get that 3 and get on down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often.
You know, I ain't been playing on Keon Crossing anyway. He showed me something different a few minutes ago.
And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st and 10.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Nah.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
In the clutch.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And effective running here.
It's all right, man. I lost one. Gotta take my break for a minute and jump back on.
And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will have the 1st down.
You get the 1st down, but no touchdown.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that
sets
up a 1st and goal. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And to the surprise of exactly nobody that watched this game, it was the 40-something-year-old Tom Brady again that led the way.
And do you get the sense that if we're fortunate enough to be around, you might be saying, and to the surprise of no one, it was a 50-something-year-old Tom Brady who led his team to victory.
If he is still playing at 50, that's the greatest accomplishment in the history of sports.
I believe that if he decided to still play into his 50s, he would still be effective in the league. That's how good he is.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed.